Medical assistance needed.
God damn it!
What's up, Mod Squad? MOB back with another Division 2 video, and today I'm bringing you another PVE hybrid build that does great damage wise and has pretty damn good healing. Now this is very similar to the last build I put up, but it's revolving all around the rifle, and the skills actually really matter this time around. They're not just for healing but contribute to damage as well. So a quick disclaimer before we get into the build: I am missing out on some damage rolls, some crit chance rolls and stuff like that, so this build is not mid-max, can be majorly improved. So remember guys, this is a blueprint to follow, it's just a template, it's not exactly how I want it to be, but it's good enough, and it works good enough in heroic solo that I want to push the build out to you guys now so you can take it and improve on it. With that said, we're going to get into the build. The specialist is the tactician, so we get the 1 skill tier and the 10% extra healing. Our primary is the baker's dozen. Perfect lucky shot isn't great for obviously damage because it gives you no damage, and it would be nice to have a damage talent on there. So if you could find an M1A without lucky shot and get damage talent, kudos to you, especially if you can get a max rolled like this. So yeah, this is the gun we're running. When it comes to the attachments, we are running the VX1 scope. We need it to be plus 8 times because we're using it with the shield combination. Yes, that is very cheesy in PvP and I wouldn't recommend that you run it in there, but because I am covering PvE now, you can run wherever the you want to run. So yeah, the VX1 scope giving us 35% headshot damage, which is pretty damn nice and you can't complain about. When it comes to the underbarrel, we have crit chance, and the magazine we have the 5 extra rounds. Secondary of course is the MG5, not a god roll by any means, can be bettered. I'm not going to go through every single stat because I know some of you guys want these videos to roll through quicker, so I'm just going to show it real quick so you guys can see it. You want to see it in detail, pause the video and go through it. The sight is crit chance, the laser pointer is crit chance, the muzzle is crit chance, we are decked out in crit chance, and the magazine is the extra 35 rounds as you can see right there. And that's the MG5. Getting onto the build, we have Coyote's mask, 15% weapon damage, 4.6% crit chance, 10.3% critical hit damage, 10.2% critical hit damage from a mod. These are the talents. Really good. This is a rifle build because, I mean, the reason it's really good is because you want to sit back with this build even though you are using a shield, and it does enable you to push up on NPCs, which you're going to see in the video, which you can't usually do. That's what's great about this build. You can't really push up on the NPCs because they will just smelt you down, but they can't really do that with this build. The shield seems to like make them back off, and the shield can actually take quite a lot of damage, even though I haven't really spec'd into it majorly. It takes quite a good bit of damage when they melee you or when you get one shot. Usually you would just get outright one shot, but now you still manage to survive through it. So the shield is surprisingly really good. But yeah, this mask contributes nicely to this build, especially when you're going for those long range shots. It gives you the extra crit chance and the crit damage you need. That's currently missing from this build because I haven't got the exact rolls that I'm looking for. So moving on to the chest piece, and this is one of the problems. Although this has the perfect talent, perfect focus, I would prefer this was a Providence. I'd prefer to have 3 Providence in this build, but it didn't work out how I wanted it to. I didn't get the right pieces and the right rolls, so I just worked with what I got. So I would recommend 3 Providence, the chest piece, the holster, and the gloves. But we have this chest piece currently. The weapon damage roll is absolutely terrible at 5.7%. We have headshot damage there where I needed crit chance, and then we have 6.7% critical hit damage. So this chest piece in attribute rolls is terrible, but we needed perfect focus, and I couldn't get a chest piece with focus on it that, you know, had the right rolls. So I'm working with what I got, guys. You guys will do this better, I know you will. So that's the chest piece. When it comes to the holster, we went for the Seska holster, giving us the crit chance, 15% weapon damage, which is pretty nice, 11.9% critical hit damage, and 4.5 critical hit chance. All over a pretty good holster. Now here's the backpack, which makes this the hybrid build because it gives us the 1 skill tier, 16.2% repair skill, and then again we have another bad roll. I'd prefer to have crit chance here, but we have headshot damage, and then we have a mod giving us 18.6% repair skills, and then I rolled vigilance. Now what's great about this build, and vigilance is because we have the drone healing us all the time while we're behind the shield. We're constantly staying at full health and we're rarely ever taking damage, so this buff is near enough up all the time. So if that buff is up all the time, we're getting an increased total weapon damage by 25%, plus we're getting the extra damage from perfect focus, increased total weapon damage by 6% every second you are aiming while scoped 8 times or higher, up to 60%. So that's a hell of a lot of damage we're getting right there. Kind of cheesy, very cheesy in PvP, but I'm specifically making this video for PvE, so don't get it twisted guys, I wouldn't do you like that. Right, so yeah, that's the backpack. Moving on to the gloves, we have the Grupo Sombra, 15% critical hit damage, and then it gives us 14.2% weapon damage, 3.5% critical hit chance, a really low roll, and then 11.2% critical hit damage. Onto the knee pads, we have the Fox's Prayer knee pads, the Overlord knee pads, giving us 12% weapon damage, 15% damage to targets out of cover, and then 12% critical hit damage. And that is pretty much the build. So with the build out of the way, we're going to move on to the skills. Now, I'm sure some of you are aware there is a synergy between the shield and the talent on our chest piece. So it requires us to have a scope 8 times or higher, which can be a pain to play with because you're zoomed right in. But if you run it with the shield here, when you ADS, you won't have to look down that scope. So I'll give you a quick example. This is without the shield, so that's how we would be playing. And as you can see, it's charging up on the bottom left, giving us the buff. Nobody wants to play it like this, so people have been running it with the shield. So when you do ADS, it zooms in normally, and as you can see, the buff is applying down there in the bottom left. So that is why we are running the shield. Getting into the shield again, we're going to look at the mods on here, if it will let me. No, because my shield's out, so I've got to destroy my shield. Try again. So here we go, looking at the mods, I have a 4.6% shield health. We have a 3.3% deflector damage, and then we have a 3.8% shield health. Now when it comes to mods, I am not having luck getting anything I want, to be totally honest with you guys. And like I said, this build can not only be improved when it comes to damage, but healing as well. But these are the current mods I'm running on my shield if you're interested. When it comes to our fixer drone, we are getting 41k healing. Again, we can get much higher with higher stats on the build and such. But looking at the mods on here, we have a 6.2% duration, we have a 8.2% health, I think that's the health of the drone, and then we have 1.9% armor repair. And this is the only mod I have ever found with armor repair on it. I have crafted, I have farmed, and I just cannot get any better than this. So I have no idea what the max roll is. So if you can find them, you know, great for you guys. But yeah, the healing I'm sure could be greatly improved by getting better mods. So those are the skills we're running. With that said, let's get into the stat sheet. Now as you can see here, on my rifle we have 32 crit chance. Now we are currently missing out on 10 crit chance because of the build, and we're hoping the mask makes up for the rest. Regardless, this build does hit hella hard, and I do want the build to mainly be based around crit chance, so the more you can put into that, the better. We are rocking 130.5% critical hit damage. That's not even including the extra 25% you get from the mask within the 15 meters. We have 111.1% headshot damage, obviously a little bit higher because we have headshot rolls where we should have crit chance rolls. We have 6% armor damage. We have a 3.1% reload time, negative 2.8% reload bonus. Let's move on to the other stats here. All weapon damage bonus is 65.1%. We have 10% marksman rifle, 40% rifle damage bonus, 15% LMG. These are the talents we are running along with the brand sets. And into the defense stats, we have 578k armor. We are hella squishy, but with the healing we have and the shield, you'd be surprised how much damage we can actually take and how long we stay alive. This is a great solo build. It's probably going to be one of my favorite builds to run, and probably currently is one of my favorite builds to run, just because I know how much this could be improved and how much better I can make it. And again, I'm sure you guys are going to majorly improve upon this build. So those are the stats, guys. I hope you enjoyed this build. If you have anything like this, let me know down in the comment sections below. I have been trying my hardest to reply to every single one of you, and my favorite part of being a YouTuber is actually connecting with you guys in the comment section. So make sure you leave a comment. Don't forget to smash that like button because it really supports the channel. If you're new, subscribe to the Mob Squad for lots more Division 2 content. enjoy the gameplay that's coming up to showcase this build, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out, Mod Squad.
Better watch out.
Careful now.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
It's too late for you. Bring it.
We lost one.
Hostiles have claimed a supply drop.
You can thank me later.
Got contact with his...
Armor's busted up. Morph will make you feel better.
Hostile is back up.
Don't worry, it's not my blood.
Hostile killed one of ours.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Back for all of them. Fuck it. Right here.
Hostile killed one of ours.
Detected.
I've got your back.
Rogue sniper turret detected.
Mark down.
Serious trauma detected.
Moving around. Sure. Take your time.
Detected. Nearby location guarded by hostiles.
They're moving around us.
Rogue fixer drone detected.
I got no chance from here.
Rogue agent eliminated. Supply room access unlocked.